This is what my hair looks like on a really humid day. If you can get past that, I'm going to share with you today my experience trying to close my stock photography accounts on some of the major agencies. If you haven't seen them, I have done videos just prior to this on why I have stopped uploading to stock photography. And I will put links to those videos in the description below. But yeah, let's get started. I have attempted to try to cancel some of my stock photography accounts. Stock photography takes an awful lot of investment. So time, equipment, energy, keywording all of your photos, and then the return on that investment is actually quite small. And with certain updates to certain agencies, those returns, those commissions are getting smaller and smaller. So I've decided to cancel my accounts, and in some cases it's gone smoothly, and in other cases it really hasn't. The first thing that I have learned in this process is to make sure that you read your contract. The big, long agreement that nobody wants to read when you're signing up for things is actually important when you're signing up for stock photography, because there are all sorts of things in there, details about how you get paid, how things go when you try to cancel your accounts, that end up being really, really important. And so that is the first thing I've learned. Read your contract. So I'm talking today about Shutterstock, Getty Images, Dreamstime, 123RF, and Bigstock. And I'm going to start with Getty Images because they are the first one that I pulled my images out of, and actually did this a few months ago. Getty Images, I will say, was actually the easiest one to work with in terms of taking my pictures offline and no longer having an account. So the way that it worked is that I went on to my account and I searched in their help, how do I cancel my account? And they said, to cancel your account, please contact us at this address. So I did. I sent an email and I said, please cancel my account. And the nice thing was that it wasn't too much later that I received an email response from them that said, thank you for being a contributor with us. We're sorry to see you go, but if you would like to cancel your account, then we are here to do that for you. They send you the official termination date of your account, and they say that your images will be removed from sale on our website within the time period specified in your contract. And so then you need to actually go and look at that contract, which is what I mentioned, and see what that time period is. So what happened was I got my payout from that month, and then I have still been receiving little payouts from them, and I should be a little bit more up on the details, but one, if there's images that have sold afterwards or are still online due to your contract, then they do send you those payouts. I haven't had to meet the threshold. The last payout I received from them was under $2. So I'm happy with that. It was relatively pain-free, and even though some of the sales from Getty Images have been absolutely crazy, like 1-cent commissions, I am happy with their customer service in this regard, and I was able to close my account. Now, moving on to 123RF. This has been a different experience. It is the same. I sent them an email saying, please cancel my account. But the response that I received back from them was a little bit more surprising. Hello, Thank you for your email. As part of your termination procedure, please kindly send us the following information. This is fine. They want me to send them my full name, my username, the reason for account termination, and that I do actually wish to terminate my account. That's fine. So I can do that. I'm going to do that. I haven't done that yet. I've just received this email not too long ago. This is the part that really gets to me. Please also note that your balance earnings will be forfeited based on our agreement policy, which you have accepted during the account registration. And then they give you a link to that agreement. And so I have no cause for complaint because I did actually accept this account registration, that agreement, when I signed up. This is not a huge deal to me right now because, to be honest, 123RF is one of the stock agencies that I was signed up with, but I wasn't contributing to regularly, and so I was not actually making a whole lot of earnings. So the amount that I'm forfeiting is $4, and I'm okay with that to cancel my account. However, on principle, those are my images that I worked for and so on, and so it is a little bit of a kick to know that they've sold my images, which I provided for free, and they get all of the profits from them. If it was more than $4, I might be a little more upset. If I hadn't signed that agreement, I might be a little more upset. But it is my own fault. So that's 123RF. Make sure you read your agreements and you think it through before you decide whether or not you want to get into stock photography. Now, Dreamstime. Dreamstime is one of the agencies that I have made payouts from, not as much as say with Shutterstock, Adobe, Getty Images, but I have over time made a couple of $100s from them. However, their termination procedure is much more complicated than any of the others that I've seen. And by that I mean how it all works. The first thing, and I've got all the information here on my phone. The first thing that is very, very important to note with Dreamstime is that they do not delete accounts. So once you sign up with them, unless you have gone through a very long process, and I will explain that, you will not have your account deleted. And their reasoning for this is that they have sold your images and they want to keep your information on file for legal reasons that protect them in case there's any issues with that sale in the future. So if you have an account with Dreamstime and you have never ever sold any images, so you've had no activity on your account, you've never uploaded an image, you've never had an image downloaded, there have been no comments, etc. If there's been absolutely no activity on your account, then yes, you can delete your account. In fact, you can just go onto your account page and make that happen. If you've uploaded images, if you've made any sales, if there's been any activity on your account, then that is not an option for you. You can disable all of the files on your account. However, there is a process for doing this. Disabling means that you are no longer going to be selling those images, but they still exist on your account. You can disable all files approved more than 6 months ago at any time, okay? You are allowed to disable 30% of files uploaded in the last 6 months. However, 70% must be kept online for 6 months from their approval date. You can disable the remaining 70% after 6 months pass. So basically, your most recent images, the last 6 months of images, they don't want you deleting them, and there's timelines for which you can and cannot delete them, disable them, sorry. So if this sounds a little confusing, it's because it is. But basically, if you have files older than 6 months, then you can disable them. That is what it is in my case. So once you do this, nobody is able to view or access them except for you. They will remain in the offline database for 12 months. And that is until all liabilities, meaning refunds, potential copyright infringements, etc., concerning them are cleared off in their site, and then they are automatically deleted. So you've got 12 months where they're going to sit in your account. The account cannot be closed until the above requirements, the things I just said, of the contract expire. And then it goes on to say, accounts with activity, licensing or downloading, so people who have purchased your images, cannot be deleted as they can be referenced internally in regards to past licensing. However, they can be blocked from public access. So make sure that you know what you're getting yourself into, because with Dreamstime, if you've sold any images, you cannot have your account deleted. The other thing that I found with Dreamstime, so I have started the process of disabling my images, and I may be wrong. If you have found a different way, please let me know. But as far as I can tell, you have to delete your images, or sorry, disable your images one by one. There is no option that I can tell that you can go, I have 2,000 images, that you can go and disable them all at once. So every day I've been doing like a page or two of images. And the sad thing is that they're not even just one click. They're like, go into my online files, click on the image, then scroll down to the bottom, click on the disable button, and then confirm in the little dialog window that pops up that I do in fact want to disable that image. So this is going to take me a long time to get rid of my 2,000 images. I suppose I could dedicate a day, but no thanks. I'll do it slowly. So Dreamstime, that's Dreamstime, and it's going to be a much longer process, but I will get there. Next are Bigstock and Shutterstock, both owned by the same company, and so I've left them for last and put them together. Believe it or not, they are not the same in terms of their procedure, but that's okay. Let's see. Bigstock, okay, we'll start with Bigstock. You may terminate your Bigstock contributor account at any time with or without cause by notifying Bigstock support staff, subject to the limitation that any item of content uploaded to the site must be available for a minimum of 7 days. Now, a minimum of 7 days is much better than 6 months, in my opinion. Bigstock is much simpler to, in terms of their requirements for being able to delete or terminate your contributor account. Shutterstock is a 3-step process, or at least it seems to me a 3-step process. They have good information on their website. I like that. Most of the other sites that I was looking into, how do I cancel my account? It was a bit of a dig to try and find the information. Shutterstock has information readily available, so I appreciate that. However, it's not as simple as I think it should be. Shutterstock gives you 3 options. 1, opting out of sales. This is Shutterstock's recommended option. So basically what this does is you can keep your account active and ensure that your earnings payment will be made when you reach the minimum payout level, but you can opt out of actually having your images for sale. So this kind of makes sense, kind of doesn't make sense. If you've already crossed the threshold for payment, it makes sense because you can go into your account, opt out of sales, wait to get your payment, and then and then proceed from there. If you haven't made the threshold, it makes it a lot more complicated because the earnings will not automatically be paid out because you haven't made the threshold. And if you stop sales, your earnings will not go up. So anyway, you can do this. You can opt out of sales in your account settings page. And you just basically go to that page. There's a drop-down menu and there's a spot that says, how can we license your work? And you just select no. Next is deactivating your account. So that actually removes your content from online display and bars you from accessing your account and participating in forums. You can reactivate your account if you go with this option. So it's not a permanent thing. Deactivation means that you can reactivate at a future time. They will pay any outstanding earnings above $1, but you need to contact them in advance to process the payment. And I'm not exactly sure how that works. This is kind of where I'm at right now. I had gotten to more than midway through the to the threshold, the payment threshold, but I decided that upon principle, I don't want to sell my images there anymore because the sales commissions have become too low, etc. And so I have contacted them and they have deactivated my account. However, I haven't gotten to the payment part yet. So I'm going to wait until the payment time for this month and see if it just gets done automatically. But it may or may not be that I need to do something. So you can contact them if you wish to deactivate your account, which is what I did, or you can contact them if you need to reactivate your account, if you change your mind and you want to go back to selling those images in the future. And lastly, deleting your account. So they say you have the right to access and correct or delete your personal information and privacy preferences at any time. You can immediately change your profile and request a deletion of your personal information from their privacy team, and they give you an email address to email them. They will respond to you within 30 days. Deleting your account will permanently remove your content from online display, bar access to your account, and participate in any forums. So, it's not as simple as you may think, you know, like I would think that with a stock photography account, I could at any time go onto my account, go into my profile, maybe scroll down to the bottom and have delete, deactivate, get rid of my account. But it's not that simple. And so my advice is before you even sign up to find out what the contract says. Don't just scroll down like we do on so many contracts and just go agree, agree, agree. I mean, all of us must be bound to at least 1,000 contracts by now, online contracts. Take the time to read this one. Take the time to know what you're agreeing to because it's your money. You've put the work in, you have the talent, you invested in that equipment, and I encourage you to value that as much as it is worth, because it's worth a lot. And so anyway, I hope that this was helpful to you. If you have any questions, I'd love to try and help. Leave comments below. And coming up, I have more vlogs for you, more outdoor hikes, more fun. In my next vlog, I think I will be using this new mic, a Synco Mic D30, and I'm gonna try that out and see how it works, and then I will report on that. But you know, we're gonna have to be out and about. And yeah, I hope that you guys are having a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. If you haven't subscribed, I would love it if you would. Hello to new subscribers and to new channel members. Behind the scenes videos and special member things are available to you if you join my channel. And yeah, anyway, thanks guys. Bye.